Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It was another bad day, obviously, for Bitcoin, for miners, for Ethereum, for the markets as well. It just wasn't a good day. So we'll get into that. Obviously, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. We'll take a look at the miners, see how they did. And we have just one story to take a look at about what's going on with Bitcoin as far as why is it down in the dumps right now and what's causing it. It's kind of interesting, so we'll take a look at it. And as always, not financial advice here. You guys know the drill here. I'm investing in following coins and companies for full disclosure. And let's get into the markets here really quick. So the S&P was down 2.14% today. Dow Jones was down 1.86%. And the NASDAQ was down 2.55%. Not a good day in the markets. Obviously, they're worried about something, and we'll get into that as well. And let's take a look at Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin's at 21,366. It is about 8:33 right now in the evening, obviously. I'm recording this, so this is going to be coming out kind of late. Had a busy day today. But right now, Bitcoin is still looking oversold, in my opinion, right now, especially of the huge down candle that we had on Friday. We did bounce a little bit on Saturday and Sunday, but we've obviously went down a little bit here on Monday, which is now going into the new day, Tuesday. After 7 o'clock, the day changes for Bitcoin, at least on my time zone. So that's looking like it could go kind of sideways here for a little bit. We'll have to see how it goes. The story that we're going to talk about will obviously explain possibly what's happening with Bitcoin right now. But I think it could be going sideways here for a little bit until we get this news release coming up, or this date. It's going to be Friday that they're talking about here in the article. That I'll just mention it's Jerome Powell. Right, so when he speaks, everybody kind of listens, and they're all kind of waiting right now for him to speak. And as far as what his guidance is going to be for raising interest rates going forward in September. So I think this is what this all is basically held on right now. But right now, I think that we're okay with Bitcoin on the daily chart, on the 1 hour chart. We're looking okay as well. I am liking the fact that we are about even here a little bit on the time frame. Price is about the same as well. So there isn't much direction as far as which way Bitcoin wants to go right now, as far as going down or going up. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, and hopefully we get a reversal pattern here where it starts going back up and RSI is looking a lot better. But right now we're in no man's land, unfortunately, until possibly Friday. It's going to be a pretty rough 4 days here, I think, with no direction of which way it wants to really go. Ethereum is at 1,634. Same thing with Ethereum. It has been obviously going out. I mean, look at the RSI and the 1 hour chart. If we go out far enough, we're up a little bit higher, but price isn't too much higher from where it was here. So that's a little concerning right now to me. But still up in price value while RSI is also up. So it is what it is right now. All right, let's take a look at the miners here really quick, and then we'll look at the story and we'll call it a day. We do have some other miner news as well coming up here. Let me take off the 200 weekly. There we go. So Annie was down 8.36% today to 65 cents. Argo was down 8.3% to 44 cents. Bit Digital was down 3.85 to $1.50. Bitfarms was down 8% to $1.38. I really wish I had more cash to put into the market right now. Unfortunately, I have to wait at least another week or so before I can start, dollar cost averaging in a little bit more. So I hope things stay low. CleanSpark was down 7.1% to $4.31. Cores was down 2.4% to $2.44. DigiHost was down 2.83% to $1.03. DMG was down 6.03% to 24 cents. GreenEdge was down 5.59% to $2.87. Hive was down 7.33% to $4.93. Hive was down 8.19% to $2.13. Iris Energy was up actually 1.19% to $5.11. Luxfolio was down 9.65% to 8 cents. Marathon was down 1.9% to $12.93. And Mawson was down Mawson was actually up 4.22% today to 75, almost 76 cents. And Mawson released their Q2 results today. I haven't had a chance to go over all the numbers yet, so I'll do that tomorrow, and we'll talk about it then for Mawson. So stay tuned for that. Riot was down 3.45% to $7. And Solana Holdings was down 5.09% to $3.17. And that should do it here. And we got Stronghold. Stronghold was down 1.54% to $1.92. So there's the miners. Mixed majority of them were down, obviously. The only exceptions was Moss and Iris Energy. And like I said, we'll get into Moss tomorrow with their Q2 results. And once I go over all of them and put them into my spreadsheet. So we'll do that tomorrow. All right. So here's a story on Bitcoin. Market wrap. Bitcoin price falls as markets await Fed Chair Powell's comments. And that's not until Friday, unfortunately. So like I said, it doesn't look like this week is going to be a good week for Bitcoin. We might be trading sideways, going down a little bit. It's not going to be fun. Here's the takeaways from it. So all eyes appear focused on global macroeconomic developments and the impact that both growth and inflation will have on crypto assets. Investors will be listening to comments by Fed Chair Powell during the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City's Economic Policy Symposium in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, later this week for hints of what the central bank will do at its September meeting. So we'll have to see, obviously, what he says there. A lot of people are thinking it's going to go up 75 basis points. If that happens, I think we'll be okay. If we get 50 basis points, I think Bitcoin's going to take off a little bit from there. So the symposium will begins on Friday. Is expected to provide insight into the pace at which Powell expects the Federal Open Market Committee to increase rates for the remainder of the year. According to the CME FedWatch tool, the probability of a 75 basis point interest rate increase has risen to 54.5 from 47% 1 day prior. So it looks like more and more people are starting to think it's going to be 75 basis points. And going down here, technical take. Monday's chart shows BTC's decline into oversold territory on multiple indicators. Bitcoin's RSI fell below 30 during Friday's 10% price drop, recovering since then to 34. Like I said on Friday, it looked way oversold on the 1 hour chart. And they're seeing the same thing. Bitcoin's current reading, while slightly above 30, indicates that BTC is undervalued, although the recent price moves have come on lower than average trading volume. Lower than average trading volume can imply a lack of conviction in a trade both now or in the near future. As markets await Fed Chair Powell's symposium comments on Friday, BTC will likely trade relatively flat or lower volume in the coming days. So, like I said, it's not going to be a good week. Also, traders often view movements outside of the two standard deviations, so we're talking about the Bollinger Bands, as a sign that prices have risen abnormally high or low, and identify this signal with BTC prices move outside their Bollinger Bands. BTC's current chart indicates that prices have breached the lower range of their Bollinger Bands, implying the price is oversold right now. So you can look at the chart here, and we can see we obviously fell below it. Here are the Bollinger Bands, so two standard deviations. You got one for the up and one for the low. We obviously crossed the low one here, and we got above it here slightly in the last 2 days, so Sunday and today. So we've been obviously oversold here. And going down, you can see we were oversold here as well. This was back in June 12 or so. And it took a couple of days for us to get out of that funk a little bit. Ethereum loses ground to BTC. So Ethereum increase relative to BTC has slowed recently. Ethereum had been surging compared to BTC since July 13, but has declined 9% since a near-term peak of over 2,000 on August 13th. As they consider wider macroeconomic uncertainty, traders will also be weighing whether Ether's price has already baked into the full impact of the upcoming Ethereum merge, which is scheduled for September. Right, we keep talking about this. We talked about in a previous video on the miners as far as Hut 8 Hive having, obviously exposure to this, to Ethereum mining. What are they going to possibly do after that? Obviously, we know Hut is going to go for what was it called? I'm drawing a blank here. High computing. And I believe Hive is going to do the same thing. But we'll just have to take a look at it. And then the macro take on it is the target rate probabilities for the FOMC September meeting are now implying, obviously, the 54.5 chance that the rates will increase 75 basis points. If we could go, the probability that would happen was only 39. If Powell signals that the FOMC is likely to increase rates by only 50 basis points, both traditional and digital assets prices will likely push higher. The central bank chair commands the stage. Obviously, he's got us right now where we don't want him to be. Obviously, Bitcoin is a risk-on asset, so when investors are risk-on, it does really well. When investors are risk-off, Bitcoin doesn't do that well. So we'll have to see what Jerome Powell has to say on Friday. That's going to be a tell sign for us as far as where the market's going to go with Bitcoin, especially going into September, because we're almost out of August already right now. We're at August 22nd, so we only have, another 8 days or so before we're done with August, which is just surprising that we're going into fall already. It's like, geez. I barely enjoyed summer as it was. Then now we're getting to fall and then into winter. So time is flying by, obviously, and we'll have to see. We do get 50 basis points in September, that would be great. We'll obviously get the CPI data coming out as well in September for August, which obviously they didn't have a meeting this month, so they're going to have a meeting next month to decide what they're going to do. And we know what the data was for July. We don't know what the data is going to be for August. That will tell us where things are going to go, possibly as far as rate hikes. But 50 basis points would be great. But it all depends on the CPI. So that is what it is. We'll keep you guys posted here. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Helps me out tremendously. Hit the thumbs button. Hit the like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. I can't speak because I'm tired. Had a busy day today, and it's late. So forgive me with my mispronunciations. That's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow.